Well, Michael Kitces, editor of the Journal of Financial Planning, tells Morningstar there may be a psychological reason involved for that.
The good news about buying something like a lifetime immediate annuity is you can't outlive the money. You eliminate the downside risk of outliving your money because the checks keep going as long as you got a heartbeat. The bad news, though, is it ain't ever getting better than this either, right? Like the challenge of annuitizing your wealth is you can't outlive it, but you can't improve upon it. Where you are right now, this is as good as it gets. And it doesn't feel very good for most people, right? Like even if there's a little bit of downside risk, like there's a little bit of opportunity that like maybe some great surprise could still happen and things could get better in life in the future.
Dolph, is he right? Is there no potential opportunity for those who may decide to go with an annuity?
Well, if you listen to the beginning of that segment, he talked about an immediate annuity. He says buying an immediate annuity for lifetime income. There's different types of annuity, and this is the big premise out there that so many people hear the word annuity and they run away and say, oh, I'm going to turn the radio off. I don't want to hear about this, yada, yada, yada. I mean, you have the variable, you have the fixed, you have the index. There's so many different types out there. And people are like, oh, I might get the wrong one. I'm not going to make enough money. My friends and peers will shoot me if I get an annuity. But is it right for everybody? No. Can it be right for everybody? Yes. Now, when he's talking about there's no more potential, that's incorrect. I mean, there are fixed index annuities that have a thing called increasing income. Every time that your index goes up, your income goes up. So you're giving yourself a pay raise every year in retirement, potentially going forward forever. What's wrong with giving yourself a pay raise? Some people love them, some people don't like it. But I talked to this gentleman from Jim from Delaware. He listened to the show a couple weeks ago, and he called in. And we had a great conversation, and he said he was researching annuities, and he was like, no, everybody's told me bad things. And he got an annuity about 4 years ago. It wasn't through me. It was through an associate up in Delaware. And he absolutely loves it now. He's 69 years old. He's been taking paychecks out of it. But he likes the fact of knowing that this is the income he has taking care of himself. If he passes away, his wife is going to continue that income. And then he has a long-term care doubler on it. So if he gets put into a nursing home or facility, he's going to get an increase in his paycheck for 5 years. What's wrong with that? I mean, one way to cope is to use what we also call is the flooring approach, in which safe portfolio or annuity products are used to build an income floor to pay your basic expenses while other assets you have are put more aggressively, and the portfolio withdrawals are used to meet additional expenses. This is an article I wrote in Money Magazine a couple of years ago. It's called Today, Tomorrow, Never. Take care of today to enjoy tomorrow and then have your never money waiting for you. This is what I'm doing. I'm comfortable with this part of the portfolio because I have no intention of worrying about paying bills at the end of the month. So if you haven't, because Social Security, pensions, and annuities are only the three sources of guaranteed income. If you take an annuity and you say, okay, my basic expenses are going to be $5,000 a month, and you're an annuity, and boom, you're going to get paid $5,000 a month for life. You've just taken off what off the floor, Kristen? You've taken off all the worry about paying the bills on that $5,000 a month going forward.
Okay.
What is wrong with that?
That's a great thing.
And if you have other money, then you can put it in the market. You can put it whatever stuff. You can play around with it in vacations. But your basic expenses are covered every single month. Now just imagine if you're a business owner and that your overhead's $30,000 a month to run your business. And you walked in every morning and on the first of the month and you had a check for $30,000 away there to pay for all your expenses for the whole month. And so now everything you do that month is profit. Is that a bad thing?
No.
When people are talking bad about annuities, I can understand that because when I've met so many couples that they've come in and they said, well, we've met this person and they showed me this one, and there's so many different types. If you're not dealing with an independent agent, if you're not looking at multiple decisions of annuities because you're income annuities, and I'm not trying to get confusing, but it's simple. Annuity for income, you have an annuity for growth, or you have an annuity for short-term protection. Which one do you want? Do you want to keep it short-term? Do you want it strictly for growth? Or do you want it for income? But the number one thing they all provide is protection.